What's up guys, welcome back to part 3 of Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough. Last time we had to deal with Knuckles being a tsundere, and now we're gonna see what we're gonna deal with today on this episode of Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't wait, let's get into it. We're now in the library. All the stuff's getting heavy, I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter Amy Rose is hot on the scoop. Okay, we have Amy joining us this time. I'm heading out. Y'all have been fabulously helpful. Well, she just leaves as soon as we enter, I guess. Alrighty, before you go, ESPIO and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. I can either say, have you found any leads yet, or want to join us in finding clues? Think I'll say, have you found any leads yet? Oh, the detective pet needs the help from the birthday girl. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday. This tip is just too spicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. Well, how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? Yeah. The birthday girl has the master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'll say make sure things are going well. Things aren't going great. Not sure if you've forgotten, but there is a murder. Well, I mean besides that. Besides murder... my social skills, non-existent. I should have just picked ask if everyone's hungry. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. And I'm ESPIO, the poet. Poetry. A renaissance message from poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspective with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure, teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Yeah, no, that didn't make any sense. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least it's rhyming, I suppose. Barry and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and ESPIO to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yup. Where was Rouge? We happened to see a lipstick on a cup in the saloon car. Rouge came by to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search in the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout "No way" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino bar before Shadow came through and locked the door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up on Super Monkey Ball. I got engrossed by the rolling monkey action. Funky action! I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. When Vector came back, we realized that Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about... Pixar's making cars... Pixar, why are you making cars for? That's reviews. Get out of here. This is not your video. That's when train sped up. Cars 3 was a fine ending. Now they have to make another Cars 4. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves following us, but then we got through alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one who told us about someone murdering Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems like Vector or ESPIO couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it for you. And if you like to be snared with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. The alibi seems solid enough, but we should still check for clues. What we're looking for is evidence that proves what they say is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving this post and determine if ESPIO was actually the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. Now time to search for clues. Hooked. So many books on the ground, I wish I had time to pick them all up. Sadly, we have no interest in picking up this book. A lot of these were knocked out by the strain speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of those out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Yeah. Ooh, brochures. There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caravans, hotels, and restaurants, and oh, Barry, look at this! There are a couple of maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map, let's take it. Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about the cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Go play Minecraft, bro! If you're looking for caves, go play Minecraft, bro. Alright, hang in there. A chow handles precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, hang in there. I know it's a reference to that poster, that cat poster. Wow, I really need to see this. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his rings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is the often most rewarding. That's beautiful. This chow can stick to its principles and find strength that I can too. There's no way that much touch was put into this poster. Right? We always check the trash. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I had to say it, but there's nothing in here. I really thought there'd be something in there. Barry, you're sad that there's nothing in the trash bin. No, I'm alright. Barry has a thing for trash bins, bro. Sure, we'll find something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Barry, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Wait a minute, is that the Sonic Forces avatar? Is that the freaking Sonic Forces avatar there? He's wearing my gamer hat. He's wearing the gamer hat, bro. That is like some weird alternate universe Velocity. He's a wolf too. It's Velocity from the, what's it called? From another alternate universe. That's the Soul Dimension Velocity, guys. I found it. It's a Velocity from the Soul Dimension. Anyways, let's look at this globe. A globe of our marvelous planet. I haven't traveled around much. The islands aren't fun at all, but I love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of people at shops. The food can't be beat either. Sounds perfect for a vacation. Conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there. I have, actually. If you ever visited, make sure to stop by the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. Hey, Sonic Unleashed! Sonic Unleashed PC port, please! I know I got you Sonic X Shadows Generations, but Sega, next port or remaster has to be Sonic Unleashed. Give me Sonic X Shadow Unleashed or Sonic Unleashed Ultimate or whatever. Just bring it to modern consoles. I still have my copy of Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. I still have it. It's right there. I still have it, and it's my childhood game. Please bring it back. I need it. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone has been everywhere, haven't they? Been all over the world. Let's look at this table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit. Barry, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Wait, how many rings would you have? Excuse me? Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling to clean up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up this mess at all either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. Reeks the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. Why did they even allow those things to be sold and published in your world, bro? What kind of recipes? I mean, Eggman Industries. Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. Eggman does make a mean omelet, though. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on the way out. There's got to be a reason he's doing this. Should we take a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. Now, let's see what's here. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all of these books, but Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some of these books are falling out to the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves are in alphabetical order but this one. Is the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone has found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but this is interesting. Let's take a note of this. Mirage Express manual added to your inventory. Think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and ESPIO to find out what really happened. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, earlier, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. He actually tried to bring a knife on the train. Vector, what? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, you would definitely be the murderer. But what if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Why we talk about knives so much, bro? Can I take your order? Oh yes, please, I'm starved. Actually, I'm off duty for the moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you show the menu to me? Come on, Barry, why will you tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me. Look, Barry, you've made him a fool. Come on, Barry, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah, I smooth things over, but at what cost? Funkin', but at what cost? Any meat to chop? Let's start the interrogation! Two of us don't believe you, eh? It's not that we don't believe either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the viability of your alibis. Barry and I, we're here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if ESPIO was really reading the library card. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library card to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present the evidence if needed. Oh, that's easy, I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector just enjoys being social. Plus, we're instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon cars. I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Now that brings our attention to you, ESPIO. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time in the library car? Of course he was. Once ESPIO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? ESPIO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? A type of manga that we like to call no, not my family-friendly YouTube channel. If you don't talk, I have a hunch on what the book might be. Barry, could you help me out? Alright, Barry, what book do you think ESPIO may have been reading? Oh yeah, the only book that I have on me. A manual. You think as ESPIO is reading instructions. What argument could you possibly have to support this? Time for a tink level, let's go. Dun 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 dun. Collecting rings and we're going around the level. Collecting rings and we're going around the level. We need 40 rings. Whoa, 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 what is that? Why are the ninja stars flying at me? I don't know why, and I'm starting to plead. Please don't kill me. I want to stay on the flea. What's a flea? And we got 40 rings though. broke into song right there. There are books scattered around the floor for sure, but the remaining books are on the shelves in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, ESPIO. Hey now, I want you having insulted my pal, like calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, ESPIO. Butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. Yup. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we like to ask you a few important questions about the manual. Barry, if you don't mind, can you ask ESPIO some questions about the manual? Just flip a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz ESPIO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? You know what? Page 14 is too early. Oh, well, I guess I clicked it. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. Doing the events, they can perform a variety of tasks, and they are responsible for cleaning up trash messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train clean itself. Though I have a feeling that train company didn't just want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like ESPIO aced that question, Barry. Hit him with another one. Okay, which page do I choose? Page 231, very late into the book. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged no show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Barry. Let's see if ESPIO can go for 3 for 3. Which page should I pick? Okay, let's pick a middle page, 56. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor being present. Now, did I pass your little test? You know what? No! I hate to say it, but no. Haha, just goofing, you passed. I completed your test with ease, but all of my efforts were only to please. You said you joked and japed, and say it to my face. Now you wish you were riddled with fleas. Wait, what? Did he just rhyme a curse at me? Bro just cursed at you, bro. He just said you should be infested with fleas. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my body like that. Don't want to be supporting folks who don't read. You have to admit though, reading in the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious even if it's true. But you answer all of my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector is the only one to see me read after all. My alibi is hard to substance despite being the truth. Huh? Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can. ESPIO, is that true? But Vector was the only one to see you reading. Yeah, that's correct. What's the problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Barry? Yeah, he always puts me on the spot. Okay, Barry, think. We should have piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw ESPIO reading, but what? Shadow's Lock. Shadow's Lock? Please, pray tell, what does that have to do with anything? We're up, Barry, let's get our argument together. Time for another think level. They're gonna start showing shurikens at me again. 50 rings this time, let's go. We can do this. Oops. Okay. So far so good, let's go. So I wonder, if I don't collect all the rings, will it just be like... Does it just keep endlessly going until I collect the necessary amount of rings? I think it's just endless until I collect the necessary amount of rings, right? Oh, not enough rings? It's not endless. Huh. Consider my time wasted. Let's give this another go, Barry. Alright, let's go. I'll probably cut out this part so that you guys won't have to see me do it again. Alright guys, we have enough rings now. We should be able to get that light bulb, yeah! Barry's dream gear. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score long. It wasn't the high score... Whatever. Crocs are natural gamers. Gamers, yeah, crocodiles are gamers. Pio said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. The only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, ESPIO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Well, I just realized when Vector said the Crocs are... He basically just said, I'm an epic gamer right there. We know Shadow had to walk back to the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and ESPIO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't even notice Shadow. ESPIO, you're tweaking. I can see you tweaking. You're telling me that the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? Being the so observant ninja that you are. Well, you see, I can sense ESPIO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadows returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would ESPIO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw ESPIO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Barry. One that I would love for ESPIO to solve. You gotta believe me, that cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must have avenged my friends there, so I ask you again, ESPIO. If you went there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was ESPIO simply reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return in the library car? What should I do? Think I'll join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him cook. Barry, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. Why flashback? If you fail, the lawsuits will be torturous. Don't allow such an old feeble soul to get sued. But just talk about business. It's just the business side of everything. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. We have a piece of evidence that could answer all of our problems. Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence showed that Shadow and ESPIO couldn't have seen one another? This one? Alright, now let me get my thoughts in order. Huh. I can't believe that was the right one I chose. Then... Alright, let's go. Another one. Whoa, these spikes, whoa! Nah, I'm planning it well this time. Look at this. I'm a pro at Sonic. I swear I'm a pro. Whoa! I swear. I at least, I don't know if anybody in Nigeria specifically plays Sonic games the way I do. Whoa. I mean, honestly, my country is lacking in blue blur homies. Like, there are not many Sonic fans in Nigeria at all. At all. The library map, oh I see. See the exits, they're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way SPO and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. It looks like you have to point out exactly where on the map you mean. I mean, where could have SPO sat for Shadow not to see him? He could have sat here. Interesting, that was where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this, when I returned to Saloon Point, SPO was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SPO couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SPO, vice versa. Makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return SPO. There's just no way you would have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. Felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Yeah, I keep my eyes on you, SPO. I'm the most sus of you still. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. I swear, if SPO is the one, you guys all have to subscribe at the end of this. If we find, like, I'm very sus of SPO. Like, sure, everything seems to fall in place for SPO. I saw the way he was struggling, right? I swear, if he's the one who actually murdered Sonic, you guys have to subscribe. You guys have to click that notification bell, especially when we get to the end of this. You guys have to like and subscribe. Thank you for both answering all of our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Ding! Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. We have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow. Yeah, with him walking around. Oh, it seems like the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SPO. Give him heck! And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for YouTube. A murder is on the loose, while the doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Barry, let's go see what's next. Come in. Alright, guys. You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? Tails, we don't have time. We don't have time. The mystery calls. Okay, then the investigation continues. Thank you guys for watching another episode of... Oh, yo, look at this casino, though. I might play some games here. Hold up. The casino car. Alright, as I was saying, guys, let me save. And then quit. Alright guys, thank you for watching another episode of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. We've solved another case. I'm still sus of SPO, but until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
Gotta go, get your rest up. No days off, better catch up. Brand new shoes look retro. Green Hills on, had to level up. When I take off, it's an air show. Running through the city, no petrol. I make it look easy, free throw. You know I gotta get it, so let's go.